This year we'll sell probably somewhere near 1,500 trees.
Wow.
And it all begins in a seed bed like this. And these trees here are small balsams, probably about 2 years old.
2 years old? They don't grow much the first 2 years.
No, the first few years they get up out of the ground. That's about it. Very slow. And after they've been there and established their roots, we move them to a transplant area. These are Fraser Fir, and this is the last year's growth you've got, and the buds next spring will break and we'll have another bit of growth on the top.
And how old are these guys?
These are about 4 years old, Roger.
Now behind you have a bed that looks bigger trees, or at least taller.
Yes, they are. Yeah, these are Balsam Fir, and these are, some of these are close to 5 years old, and they're ready to go into the plantation.
Now these are really packed in tight together.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're very close, but it does help keep the weeds out. Makes my job easier.
And how many trees in this block right here?
Probably close to 700.
700?
700 trees.
Well, you got a lot of work in the spring, huh?
I sure do. Roger, come over here, and here's the final product. We've got some trees here. This is probably the most popular one in New England. You can probably recognize it.
Yep, Balsam Fir, traditional New England Christmas tree.
Yeah, very nice. Nice smell on it, soft needles, excellent fragrance, good retention on the needles. Very
Just
popular
a good all-around tree, very popular.
Yeah, very popular. Now, we have something that's competing against it, getting almost as popular, and that's this Fraser Fir.
Wow.
And again, beautiful tree, got deep green color on the top of the needle, and you can see that silvery blue on the underside.
Boy, that's
very nice tree.
Gorgeous. Look at that. And
Yeah.
good stiff branches on it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty amazing looking tree, isn't it?
Very nice tree, very nice tree.
Now, there's one over here that I've used as a Christmas tree, and that's a Douglas Fir.
Yeah. The Douglas is traditional tree. Again, very soft, West Coast seed source, growing throughout the United States for the most part. Beautiful tree, little different smell to it, Roger, if you crush some of those needles.
Very pungent, but you have to love that green color, and it's so soft.
Yeah, it's very nice, very nice.
Now, this one's a little different.
Yeah, this is a Concolor Fir. Concolor Fir, and again, Rocky Mountains, the Sierras, the West Coast is the seed source. Beautiful color, terrific needle retention, and a little different smell. If you crush those needles, you'll find a little smell there of tangerines.
Almost fruity.
Some people won't buy anything but a Concolor Fir.
I've actually planted these in the landscape, and they are very slow growing.
Yes, yeah, they are.
Well, the guys sent me on the mission, and they said come back with the most spectacular tree you can find. And I have to say that looking at this Fraser Fir, at its shape and color, I was wondering if we could go out in the fields and find a real specimen to bring back.
Yes, we can, Roger. Let's do it. We got about 15 acres here. We're growing close to 14,000 trees on it.
Now, how many different species?
About 13 different species.
I know you're a Christmas tree guy, but I love your paper birch.
Yeah, they're very nice. When we cleared the land, we said, let's leave the birch. Nice contrast against the Christmas trees.
They're
the evergreens.
absolutely majestic.
Yeah, nice, very nice. Now, in order to get that conical shape on a Christmas tree, Roger, they don't just grow that way.
So you have to do some pruning.
We have to do some pruning, or we call it shearing.
And what do you use for that?
In order to do that, we use a shearing knife.
Well, you can do some damage with that, huh?
Yeah, we can. And the process is pretty simple, but what you got to do is get close to the tree, and it's just a matter of shearing the branches, just touching them, trying to get that conical shape.
So it's also going to make them thicker.
And it will make them thicker. The buds that are left after you've sheared the tree will develop and make it fuller. The last thing I do is I touch up the top. Pick a bud and I snip it right above the top.
And what time of year do you usually do this?
I do these Douglas Fir in about August 1st, somewhere in that area.
Okay. Well, let's go find the perfectly shaped Fraser.
Let's do it. What about this Fraser Fir here?
Oh, it looks great.
That's a nice tree. That's a nice tree. There's three things I like about that. I like that nice conical shape, very even, very symmetrical, uniform color throughout, nice deep green, and some nice stiff branches that I think would take your heavy ornaments.
I'll take it.
This is a cut your own tree farm.
I knew I was going to have to do some work.
There you go. All right, let's take it down to the shaker.
Row after row. Perfect straight lines too. You're pretty good.
Not too bad. Now we've got a lot of leaves and needles, old needles, pine needles in there, Roger.
Well, it's perfectly natural for even a healthy tree to have some brown needles
Sure.
on the inside, especially
Sure.
an evergreen like this.
Sure. Well, we have an answer for that. We have a shaker here, and if you'll help me, we'll put the base of the tree in this well. You'll raise it up, and I'll grab it with this claw.
You got it?
I've got it.
All right, so the claw's holding right around the trunk.
Yeah. And now we'll shake it for a few seconds, get rid of that material.
Look at that baby dance.
Okay, Roger, now we're going to bring it over to this netter. I've got the butt, you got the top of the tree.
Yep.
You got the top, and I'll just set that up here. And I'm going to come around. And if you lift up,
You got it, Bill?
I got it, Roger. Okay, if you'd come around the side here, give me a hand.
There you go.
Catch this net on the base of the tree. All right, now we just got to pull it through.
That netting really makes it easy to get the tree home without breaking any branches.
Yes, it does, Roger.
Thanks a lot, Bill. It's a great looking tree and I can't wait to get it up in the
I'm
loft.
glad you like it. I hope you'll come see us again next year.
I'll definitely be here.